You guys can tell by looking at me, I'm a hipster. And by that I mean I have an arthritic hip. I'm getting older, but I don't feel like I'm getting older. I don't feel that way, but there are signs. There are signs. I was in a Dick's Sporting Goods, saw a pair of New Balance shoes with the Velcro closure. And my first thought was, that's a nice looking pair of shoes. That's a sign. It's a sign. Or my wife and I, we decide what restaurant to go to. We decide based on the fact whether or not last time we were there, if there was a draft. That is a sign. Another sign is when people ask me how old I am, I don't tell them a number. I tell them a food I can no longer eat. In 2 weeks, I can't eat garlic. No, actually, in 2 weeks, I will be turning 61. I'll be turning 61. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I consider it a win that I was able to run on stage without pulling a hamstring. Or having any visible dribble spots. But just because I'm 61, don't think I don't send nude photos, because I do. I just do it for a different reason. Does this look like skin cancer to you? And when you're in your 60s, people ask you dumb questions. Dumb questions. I was asked, now that I'm in my 60s, do I still have sex? That's rude and inappropriate, especially since it was my wife who asked. It's none of her goddamn business. I'm from a small town. I'm from Jamestown. It's like half the town is Italian, half the town is Swedish. We were Jewish. We had to pick a side. Italians, very much like Jews, a little more violent. Swedes looked way too much like Hitler's dream. And so we went with the Italians. There were more Italians at my bar mitzvah than there were Jews. Ciancio, Conti, Restivo, Ricciotta, Panabianco. Yeah, the invitation list read like the cast of The Sopranos. There was a guy at my bar mitzvah, his name was No Neck. No Neck. To this day, I still don't know his real name. I had to write him a thank you note. Dear Mr. Neck, thank you very much for the very generous gift of taking care of any problems that arise in junior high. And I could have used No Neck in junior high because 7th grade PE, that was a freaking nightmare, wasn't it? 7th grade PE. Bad enough, Rosemary Kutchke was running around telling everybody that my ball was the easiest one to catch in dodgeball. But it got worse for me because for the very first time in front of people, I had to get naked. Yeah, and it wasn't like puberty was being kind to me. It wasn't like my pubic hair was coming in like a freshly seeded lawn. No, my pubic hair was coming in 1 bing, 2 bing, 3 dandelions. Looked like a travel map with push pins. And at that age, all the travel was solo. I had to go take a shower. There was this Italian kid, Joe Rizzo. Joe Rizzo had a full-on bush. You could put a pair of glasses on Joe's dick, looked like Sigmund Freud. With a weird double chin. So I had to go in there, right? My 3 grandma chin pubic hairs. Like I said, puberty wasn't being kind. My dick was doing its best Peter Pan impression. I won't grow up. But it gets even worse. It gets even worse because I had a psycho PE coach. Psycho PE coach. He took shower attendance. Shower attendance. I told you I'm Jewish. I go to the showers and there's a guy with a clipboard. I gotta get the hell out of there. Yeah, but school was rough for me. School was rough, right? Girls wouldn't date me. I couldn't get a date. They're always like, you're not the type of guy to date. You're the type of guy to marry. Which translates to, I'm not gonna share any body fluids with you, but I will share a lifetime of debt. It's a horrible student, My SAT scores were so low. I'm shocked I didn't storm the Capitol. I was such a loser in high school that when I graduated, they gave me a participation trophy. But I am married now. My wife and I, we actually have an open marriage. We do. Because we're at the point in our lives where, like, look, if you can find someone else who will have you, You should go for it. But we've been married 31 years. And when you're married 31 years, Netflix and chill, very different meaning. For my wife and I, it means eating a bowl of ice cream while we watch a true crime documentary about spouses that kill. And it's not that my wife and I want to kill each other. I just wanted to know, as far as husbands go, I'm not the worst. Hey, you guys have been a great audience. Thank you very much.